What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Duce right here. What we're going to do in this video, guess what? Studio One just released Dolby Atmos natively within the new update, 6.5. I'm super excited to check this out. Reason being is I've been playing with Atmos for about a year and a half, something like that. I have the full Atmos setup in this studio. So we're going to download the update and actually play with it on camera and see what I think. Basically, I'm just going to get my reaction. Coming from a point of view of me already playing with Studio One and Atmos with a third-party plugin, playing with Atmos in DaVinci Resolve and in Cubase. So we're going to see how this stacks up. I have high hopes. Hopefully it does what it's supposed to do and it'll solve some of the problems I had. But before we even get into that, real quick, do me a huge favor, hit that like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Make sure you hit the notification bell. It lets YouTube know that people want to see my videos. Let's get into the video. What's up? We're back at the computer, or to the computer rather. Park is here with me helping film this, and I guess just to witness it because he's playing with it too in his studio. So he's also editing some of my videos for me going forward. So make sure you show him some love in the comment section. All right, so now we have Studio One open, 6.5 right here. It even says with Dolby Atmos right here. Integration officially arrived. That's super awesome. Let's see. Immerse yourself in 3-dimension, feel the sound, whether you're using discrete monitors or curated binaural mixes. Remember, you can do this in your headphones, so you don't have to have 12 speakers like I do. I actually have more than 12 speakers, but my Atmos rig is 12 speakers. Yeah. And from my understanding, also there's some effects that they added, some new effects that tie in with Atmos, like a Atmos delay, like a spatial delay. Was there something else? Did you know?
There was something else too. I saw it on
like a reverb, maybe spatial reverb. That would make sense if that. Like
there was 2 plugins I was seeing on Ivan Culverson's.
I guess we'll find out here in a second. So let's go to check for updates. I'm sure I have some. Yeah, update now. All right. Well, let's see. What do we pull up?
When you go to new, it opens up a new, you have a new option.
Oh, in the template section?
Yeah, right there. Creating, you passed it, right? Creating spatial.
So my question, though, is can you add spatial stuff, like from an existing project?
I have no idea.
Is this the one that you...
Yeah. And then you have that choice up there, Dolby Atmos surround. And oh, there's a tutorial.
So yeah, surround is very different. That's...
Yeah.
Atmos is what I want. Monitoring format. I have a 714. Bed format 712. That's correct. Okay, so I mean, I guess we'll just open this up and we'll make a new thing. We'll call it folder first native Atmos test. I like to stay organized. All right, let's try it out. Let's open her up. Oh, what do we got here? Okay. Ooh, another thing I forgot to do while we're doing this is I have to set up this in Atmos mode and move those cables.
Really? Pause.
Yeah. Yep.
Pause.
There's a reason I don't have enough I/O to have this always set up for Atmos.
Mm-hmm. You want that patch bay back? I don't really do anything with it.
Well, I don't need it. I mean, at some point you'll need it.
But wouldn't that solve the problem you're having right here?
No, wouldn't make any difference. I could have 500,000 patch bays.
Oh, so
wouldn't matter. I don't have a
I/O the unit itself.
I/O to the computer.
Oh,
that's what I/O means.
The in and out
in the studio. When somebody says I/O, it's almost always like
the in and outs of the computer
of what's going to whatever you're recording to, really. But in modern day, it's to a computer, but that could also refer to a tape machine as well. But that's what I/O when people say.
But they are saying like an in and out of something, but they're referring to.
Yeah, it's almost always.
It's just a general term, but that's kind of means more. But in most cases, they're talking about that.
Yeah, they're talking about the I/O to said recording device, whatever the recorder is in your studio, and which in most cases is computer. So it's basically your audio interface for what it is. And my audio interface does not have, 40 plus channels.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I think this is good shit to see because, a lot of people might be looking at all the gear you have and not realize that you do have to change it up, change your configuration to get everything to work. Not everything's all working all at once.
Oh, well, yeah, I just don't have enough I/O.
Yeah.
But like if I sold this and bought the Studio Live 64S, that would definitely make a difference. But I've been really wanting to go a different route with, like, I want to keep at least one of these Studio Live consoles.
It'd be good to take to.
I use live.
What situation you're running into,
but also just live situation. Like I love this live mixer.
If their system isn't good enough, you can just kind of, hey, I've got the solution right here in my trunk.
And another thing I need to change, I need to go to scenes on here and go to Atmos sends, and then recall. So now it's set up for Atmos here, and it has all there's delay points on and EQ adjustment on everything. And there might be more features coming to this with Atmos stuff. I could see that happen. Am I recording right now?
I just decided to just go ahead because you're doing some stuff over there. I thought, it's useful to see each having a chance
as we're just
stuff up,
talking.
It's not just, I mean, that's good stuff too.
I didn't know I was being recorded, so I guess you're going to hear a voiceover of that with some B-roll or something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure it out. Anyway, there was some good information there. So in summary, I had to swap my patch bay to so I could route the speakers out of this, or route outputs from here to said Atmos speakers. And normally those are being used for summing those outputs. I don't have enough outputs on this to have both going at the same time, so I have to use a patch bay to patch between them. That's what I was doing. There's delay compensation on each speaker so that the speakers reach me basically at the same time, so you don't get like phasing problems when you're mixing. So that's what that is. All right, so this looks like we have a renderer here. Left, right, mid. Okay, so that's okay. We got. Why does it say bad here?
No, it says bad.
Oh, bed. See, I'm going blind here.
You need to check that prescription.
I do.
I do too.
All right, let's see. Down mix. We can down mix to right. Interesting. Check renderer with room balance. There's probably a lot in here. I see additional headphone. Enable additional headphone output. That's cool. Bed format speakers. It supports up to 9.1.6. That's cool to see. I clicked on that. Oh, yeah, that's how it popped up. Okay, well, that's cool. You said there was like a tutorial. Oh, I just made a new one is what I did, huh? Let's see. Let's just take,
was that on the start page where we saw that?
I don't know. Probably.
Can't you just get up there in the right corner?
What, right here?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know it was there. I don't even use that button. See? What?
Maybe you had to open a new one and then it came up, or no? Yeah, there it goes. There you
go. Oh, I have to install a tutorial? I don't really want to do that. I'm going to go back into here. We're just going to load some tracks in.
See what it does. That's what I did.
Let's just grab some loops for the sake of keeping it easy. Style. Let's go hip hop.
I wonder how it would translate the stuff that you made in Atmos into third-party renderer.
Well, I
how
mean,
it would read those.
well, I'm interested too, but I want to play around with other stuff first before I break some of my projects. Okay, have this. And F3 for the mixer.
Does it automatically throw a fat channel on there?
Probably in the stock. I mean, it's already working. Like I didn't have to do any. It knew what, which is nice because I was about to go check this, but there's been a stand. It seems there's been a standard form in which order everything is. Now, DaVinci Resolve, when I played with it for the first time in Atmos, by the way, about a year and a half ago, I can't remember which channels, but there were some channels that were flipped that weren't in the same of what's been in Cubase, what's been in the third-party plugins I had for this, for Studio One, Fielder Audio, and from other research I've done on other platforms like Logic. So it's nice that there seems to be a standard being formed naturally, so to speak. I think maybe it wasn't naturally, maybe just Resolve was like, we're gonna do it backwards. I don't know, but interesting. Okay, so if I loop this 4 bars here and we just play it. Well, see, okay, so I'm just looking at the mixer here and I'm trying to grasp what's going on. So you have a so I don't have a monitor controller for Atmos. So the renderer I was using as the monitor controller before. So that's why I'm trying to like pull up the renderer.
Just double click that.
What? This?
Yeah.
What, this?
That's how I opened it. I double clicked there. Why did it do that on mine? Okay.
I just pick that.
Real.
I don't want to watch the tutorial though. I just want the information quickly. I don't need to like learn a bunch of nonsense. Studio One 6.5, how to get to the render, the Atmos render.
How to open close render?
On version 6.5, the
pause?
biggest one. Yeah, you heard that right. This is a multi-tap delay.
What'd you say?
Try to sit in where it says recorder or renderer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't do nothing. Weird.
No,
Oh,
yeah,
there
click
we
the
go.
logo. So if it's down like this, you won't see it.
That's
Oh, we should
be
have.
a tricky thing because I.
Okay, bring that back. Hit the record button. Is it?
It's been recorded.
Oh, it's still recording.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So if you didn't watch this, I don't know how, 15 minutes of me hunting around and going on YouTube looking for a tutorial on how to open and close the renderer.
We lost the renderer. We couldn't figure out how to pop it open,
So
open again.
Yeah, I closed it. I'm like, I went to go look for it where it would be like on a plugin, but this is actually where it sits.
It sits.
It's actually right where it should be.
Yeah, okay.
In like the futuristic thing. Though the reason I didn't know to look for it there is because in every other one out there, it's a plug-in that sits like in your normal insert stack on your.
So you see it.
But this, because this is it's literally integrating it. This is. If I could high five you developers at PreSonus, Fender, wherever, whoever's doing the programming these days, round of fucking applause. 10 rounds, because that's exactly where it should sit. Thank you. All right, now we'll go back to what we were trying to do.
Hidden there, so if you're looking
for
the way, you have to.
Let me show you where it is before I. So if you're looking at this, let me close that. So if you're looking at your mixer, going, where the heck is this?
Go?
Yeah. So you got to go like this, drag this up to these little icons here, the Dolby Atmos icon. You click on that, bing, bang, boom. You have the renderer.
Problem solved.
So I'm gonna bring this over here. I still just so it's off. I'll bring it back on screen as needed, but just that declutters what I'm trying to do. So I'm gonna play this real quick. I'm gonna see what it's doing. So this is a part of the bed. So you don't see an object as part of the bed, which makes sense. Okay, I'm just kind of figuring out its controls here. It's like how big those objects are. Oh, this is a bed. So let's see if we can change this to. Do you just go in here? Go to route, outputs. This is cool. I'm digging like some of the. Oh, you can mute. Turn, okay. Center level, disable center, LFE level. So if we turn on the LFE low, if we can see, subwoofer. Nice, that all works. That looks cool. Like. So far, I'm actually, you can lock the size, cool. Stereo, okay, but what if I want to turn this into an object as opposed to a bed? Because right now it's just a bed. All right, after a little bit of research, so we figured out how to create, we already kind of demonstrated the bed panning that was happening, and we were doing it on this channel here, and if you click here, you have a surround panner. I wish it didn't label it that way. That's why I was confused by it. So surround panner is basically your bed panner / surround. So if you're using surround speakers, I was thinking about it more like as if it was a regular surround sound. So I was kind of not paying super close attention to it. But anyway, that's basically the bed panner. If you click on spatial object panner, I'll click over here on this one. This pops up. And it says right there, object panner. So now when I bring this back into screen. Now I move an object here. You can see the objects move literally in the space that it's supposed to. And you have height control here, everything. So now if we change this back, this channel here into stereo, as I set it to mono, thinking it would, but it actually looks like it went to stereo because I dropped stereo file there. So either way, I wonder if you change this to, oh, look at that. So if you change the track to mono, it turns it into one mono object automatically. Good job. So intuitive. Now click stereo, boom, stereo. That's awesome. Super excited. this seems to work so much better than that third-party plug. Not trashing that third-party plugin. Obviously, I won't know how like stable this is, how well it's integrated. I would assume it's probably going to perform a little bit better, performance-wise, than a third-party plugin would, hopefully. And I'll do another video after I actually have time to actually go through a mix in Atmos and see what it does. But that is super cool. Let's while I'm doing this, let's see. Let's play with one of those effects, right? Open air. It looks like it's added.
Yes,
Yes.
It was open air.
So a reverb and a delay, which is perfect, I think, for especially as two. If you're gonna add a couple of plugins, those are the perfect two choices: a reverb and delay. So here's the open air on this one. What do you think? What do you think of that reverb?
Makes me want to get more monitors. I definitely hear a sound difference between that third party and this.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, this is way clearer of a definition of it moving than through that other renderer.
Yeah, so he's saying that. Repeat what you're saying.
You using a third party renderer in Studio One, you could hear it going on, but not as clear as this. So you can definitely hear the spatial movement.
Yeah, it's
Crisper
impressive.
and, yeah, it's better.
I'm super. It definitely sounds better than Cubase's renderer, I think. Like just from the little bit that I've heard so far, the definition of like you're moving around and and feeling, it doesn't feel flat.
Yeah, it felt like there was mud in between each
Yeah, I feel
object. We kind of lost a little bit of translation in between, but this is nice and crisp and clear.
Yeah. Thumbs up, PreSonus. You're killing it so far. I'm digging it. Let's try a delay. Why not? Right.
I'm interested in how they deal with visualizing the automation.
Oh, that's a good point. We could try to write some automation and see what that looks like. I mean, I'm sure it's still going to be like it was before. I couldn't imagine it being much different in that regard. But all right. Let's just play with some presets here and see what it does. notice if you when you switch the presets as it's doing the delays, the new delay preset that comes in is making a new delay from even what was happening delay wise before. So before, like, you can get some pretty crazy.
There were some pretty crazy things that's happening, right?
Yeah.
And I don't think you can even hear it on
Oh, you
YouTube.
you won't be able to hear
You're
it at
hearing
all.
80% of what's going on in this room.
If that.
Yeah. Exactly.
So look, you have these points of delay points here that you can turn on and off, select them, and then they color represent the placement of said points. And you have 2 more here you can activate. And modulation amount, mod speed, beats. Oh, okay, you can hit like whatever. Let's go like 1/8.
This is actually making me want to go home right now and try this. I just have the headphones though. It sounded great from what I did.
I was like on top of each other so much. Obviously, depending on what source you're using, like vocals or like this might not be the best thing for the example for this thing, but it's interesting. This is the volume, so it's delaying out. So you go boom, 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 here. Maybe that, something like that. So you can visually see like where the placement of each delay is.
Mm-hmm. And you can hear it moving
the velocity. Oh man, there's a lot of control here, honestly. You have some EQing, you got time, you got global stuff like so. Okay, man. So this is actually a really cool delay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm digging it.
Yeah.
Obviously, the placement of your original object, wherever your sound, whether it's a bed or object, your placement, and then how your delay is like, if you're putting the delay right on top of it, it's just gonna kind of feel like a normal delay, I would assume. So placement and where your delays are placed, that's gonna definitely make a difference. Man, I like, obviously it has like the binaural modes, which is super awesome. The near, mid, far, and off when you're doing this in binaural. So I like, when I'm mixing, I like to obviously hear what I'm doing here, but then throw headphones on as I'm mixing and AB, because that, like, most people are going to hear an Atmos mix in headphones, at least for the foreseeable future. I think once Atmos reaches like mainstream car status, once it's in all cars, like, that is definitely going to change the game, I think. And then obviously, it's going to leak out slowly everywhere else, but the car is like, I think the industry's been pushing it, so I think it'll happen, but who knows, it might all come crashing down tomorrow and Atmos might be a thing of the past.
I don't see that happening. This is some pretty cool shit.
Yeah, and also there's been a lot of it won't disappear, because like at very least you still have movies. That's a standard, has been for almost 15 years now. So this is pretty awesome. Let's see. Oh, here, objects. So since I put that in object mode, it popped up here, but let's take it off object mode for just to go back to see what it does here. Boom. Look at that.
Yeah.
So, and it disappears. So now everyone you have selected as objects, and so you name your track here, like Cactus Jack. You name the track Cactus Jack. It pops up as an object called Cactus Jack. Boom. Look at that. And right there, you can select near, mid, far. Super cool. Super cool.
You know,
I
I
mean-
didn't see you really mix anything with the third party.
I mean, I did
but
couple,
I saw a little bit of what you were doing. The workflow on this seems really
way better.
intuitive to
Yeah.
what you already know of Studio One.
Yeah, you don't have to have like, so with the fielder audio, I'd have like essentially like 2 tracks for every panner. So every time I had an object that I wanted to pan, I'd have a separate track that was just a panner, and then another track feeding that panner.
Yes, because you had to do all that routing work to get that to work. They've done it here, and it's integrated like almost. It seems flawlessly.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that there will be improvements to this stuff over time, but man,
Yeah.
well worth whatever they're charging for the monthly. Whether they charge, I'm paying $15 a month. I've been for a while. Are they going up to 20?
I think it's going up to 20. Well
So-
worth it.
Yeah, up to $20 a month is what if you're a new person, worth every penny. Worth every penny times 10. Please don't charge times 10. But this is awesome. I'm super happy about it. Just those 2 plugins, the panners and the renderer, and it's put in the right place.
They've made it so easy for somebody that doesn't have the money to go and buy a full setup of monitor speakers to hear it in open air, but
Yeah.
to get it, spend 300 or so to get a really nice pair, good enough to do this, headphones, and you're going to be off and running.
Exactly. Yeah. My final take on this is awesome. Obviously, I'm not teaching it in this video. I'm not teaching people how to mix in Atmos. I have another video if you want to check that out. It's showing the fielder stuff, but the principles are still the same. And if you follow along this video, you can see where the panners are on this. You shouldn't have a hard time taking those concepts from the other video and applying them here. And who knows, maybe I'll do some like courses on this at some point down the road. We shall see. But 5 stars, 2 thumbs up, a jumping jack, and a round of applause for PreSonus Studio One 6.5 now has Dolby Atmos, which I'm surprised. I thought they were gonna wait till 7.
I thought so too.
Yeah. So thank you. I mean, I guess there was enough people, and trust me, I was one of those people on their forums repeatedly bitching, where's Atmos? Everyone else is getting it. Why don't we have it? Thank you. Took a while, but I'll take it. You did a good job. Don't care how long it took. It did a good job. Thank you. So anyway, thank you, PreSonus. They did not sponsor this. If you guys ever want to, set me up. But yeah, thanks for watching. I super appreciate it. Again, I post videos post beats on this channel, tips and tricks and tutorials and stuff to do with audio, studio, sometimes DJing, etc. So yeah, check out that stuff. Please hit that subscribe, hit that bell notification, super helps. And so that way you can be notified when I release a new video. And make sure you hit the like on this, leave a comment. Are you excited about Dolby Atmos? Or are you still on the no Atmos for you bandwagon? There's a lot of that. Or are you on the Atmos bandwagon and you're going to drop 100K on speakers? Where are you? Or somewhere in the middle, probably. Let me know in the comments. Give some show Park some love for editing upcoming videos, and just helping out. Come over here, and because he downloaded this before I did, I didn't have a chance to. So he's like, "Yo, check this out." So he's like, "I gotta come over." All right, let's do it. Thanks for watching. Peace.